And is that... What? Oh! Oh! It's fucking Gumshoe! He's fucking coming down it, son. Oh, Gumshoe was there at the right time. That wasn't... We didn't even plan that either. This is it, like...
Yeah.
Now, granted, I do believe that if you go back to the employee area and show Gumshoe the picture, I think he goes like, well, shit, that seems bad. But he doesn't... But this one is better. I think it's because it comes completely out of the blue. It's a lot better. Yeah. Ah, he doesn't get to be the hero. So, Burpman, are you now seeing why people love Gumshoe?
Yeah.
Like, he does mean well. As a detective, he means really, really well.
Has this ever been made into a film?
Yeah, well, yes, actually, it has been. It has been made. The actual, not this case in particular, but the actual final case has actually been made into a film. And it's obviously called, like, Ace Attorney, but it's in Japan, it's like Gayarikin Saipan, and that's what the movie is called. It's all in Japanese, but it's actually quite well done. The guy that plays Harry Butts is hilarious because he's just like some sort of scrawny fucking like heroin addict looking guy. Like a real kind of like, they're very like, in a way in the movie they lean into the Japanese stereotypes more than the kind of like American stereotypes in the game. Whereas in Japan, like, they're pure, like, the judge is like an old tea drinking crony, and like I said, Larry Butts is this kind of like shifty like shiller, which is a very common like trait in Japan. And yeah, like this is full of cliches that way. So yeah, no, it's definitely, it's made in Japan. It's made into a movie, a musical,
my god,
an orchestra, right? It's an orchestra for this, and recently an animated series as well. So Ace Attorney is a fucking big deal everywhere you go. Like, it's great.
Yeah.
So this is the final trial, lads. And as you can see, it's kind of a face-off between Diva and Phoenix Wright at this rate. But what does Edward have to say for himself? Right.
Okay. Oh, great. We're going to see Salmonella again, aren't we?
Well, it might be the case. Edward seems a bit on edge today. Interesting. I wonder what that means. No, we're heading straight to Diva. Diva's taking the stand. That's unusual. Perhaps she's willing to kind of like put herself at the forefront. You know, as the potential mastermind for all this. Maybe she's able to just pin the whole thing on Powers.
Yeah. Yeah, like he probably is going to like try and bribe the judge now.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, she does have like 4 hitmen on like following her on the go, so you know that does tend to change people's minds quite quickly. At least in my experience. Edward also can't get a tune out of this witness. Seems to be a running theme in this case. I think Maya's still bitter about the Steel Samurai getting cancelled.
Yeah.
So to speak. Alright, let's see if there's any holes we can pick out of this. Little before noon. So it's a straight, flat 5-hour meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, she's not denying the T-bone steaks. Right.
Okay.
Okay, that's a fairly tight testimony. Have you noticed anything in that, or are you just happy enough with that?
Well, there's definitely it's very, very fine tuned,
Yes.
which is suspicious. So you'd have to kind of pinpoint exactly where she's leaving out information.
Yes, definitely a bit of pressing seems to be on
Yeah,
the cards here, and we have just added the van into evidence. So that's where that's how D Vasquez kind of like traveled to the rehearsal, and that's when they found the body, obviously. So again, we just have to kind of like be tactical here and see if there's anything we can poke holes in. No one after meeting. Again, to be fair, it's a good tactic if she just like doesn't speak. You know.
yeah. What's that? Holding the fifth? Pleading the fifth?
Pleading the fifth, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, shit, son.
my little ears.
My poor little ears. I imagine she always talks a bit like this and just wafts her hand when she's listening to French poetry. She just strikes me
He
as that kind of...
drawls.
Yes, he draws. Just every sentence ends with a mumble.
Okay.
Yes, that would be appropriate. So yeah, we've established she was tired. God love her. It's such a hard thing being a producer of a movie studio, and in between all those mafia hits she has to do.
Exactly, and all those sleeping pills she's probably taking by accident because they're all over the food.
Yes, exactly. She did establish that, in fairness. She doesn't want you to hit the desk. And then Edgeworth does it by force of habit from Edgeworth. Yeah, so Sal has already stated that. Steve is now making the rules about witnesses. Yes, so now we need to have evidence of if Diva may have eaten that steak, which we could potentially do. That seems to be the one hole we could poke through here. We need to find the right evidence. So remember the plates at Studio 2, right?
Yeah.
Maya thought there was something unusual about them. What was it? So the unusual thing was that the plates in the employee area all had the T-bones on them, but the ones at Studio 2 didn't have any bones.
That's right. I was trying to remember. There was a difference there. Yes. I was going to say vegetable?
She could be vegan. She does strike me as a vegan and like a very militant vegan. Yeah, like she'll probably throw blood at people in her spare time. One of those awful human beings.
Yeah. I would love a T-bone steak right now. I can smell someone in my neighborhood is having a barbecue.
It's
having all of this is making me very hungry. The biscuits weren't enough.
No. Well, like I said, this is the last level of the game, so we've upgraded from biscuits to steak, which is a natural jump, I think.
Yeah. In fairness.
Ooh, did you see a little face change in Vasquez there? She didn't seem to like that. So what was Diva doing in this time? Well, again, we're not wasting time in this trial. We're going straight for the fucking jugular. We're accusing our little miss here of meeting the Steel Samurai. That's a nice visual.
Yeah.
Again, somebody on the writing crew of Ace Attorney loves samurai movies.
Oh, rabble.
Rabble, 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 rabble. Oh, smack at the desk. Okay.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. And this will be boring as all the rest. I'm bored now. I must leave. Ooh.
Evil Willow from Buffy.
Oh no.
Bored now.
We're getting a battle of wits.
Oh, shit.
It's a boss battle. Holy shit. What a time to be alive. The murder weapon again. The samurai spear. Petite stature. How could they possibly use that? Now again, would she have used the spear?
Can I just point out she's smoking with her left hand, and we saw the samurai is the spear in the left hand.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna rule out she's not the steel samurai. Bad luck, but good level of observation there.
Like, I think I'm going too much into the observation.
Yes. Keep it obvious. Now, Phoenix is dropping a bomb here. The samurai spear isn't the murder weapon. What do you think is the murder weapon, though?
The spears around the flower bed.
Yes, that is a correct answer.
Woo.
History has repeated itself after 5 years. That's what Phoenix is implying.
Okay.
So in order to get to that, Phoenix is showing that the actual spear is too fragile to be used to impale somebody because it was repaired. And I'm kind of more disappointed that this hasn't been brought up before.
Already, surely this should have been brought up before now.
This is it, like. Like I would have started with that and stop at the top of the trial. It's like not the murder weapon.
Yeah.
They were too fixated on like, holy shit, it's Will Powers, get TMZ on the line, you know, without actually looking at the case in detail. Oof. Damn, Edward's getting smacked down here. This is refreshing to see. Yes, now there's the main question now, which we've already answered. It's the garden spikes.
Yes. Yeah.
And there we go. Time to let the cat out of the bag.
The old bag.
Again, props to Gumshoe here, because if he had not intervened, this would have been destroyed. And when we do face her in court then, well, presumably we survived the fucking, like, presumable, like, fire. The fire when we're in the boot of the car. Yeah, we wouldn't have had a leg to stand on in the trial.
They could have done our knees as well, though. We wouldn't be able to stand.
I do think that was implied.
We literally wouldn't have a leg to stand on.
Yeah, exactly. Edge was asking the big questions here. The real question is, who is the name of this actor? What other
this poor guy's getting nothing. Like, they didn't even look it up, but like, you know, wait, who was acting 5 years ago that mysteriously disappeared?
Yeah. Like, what was his name? That's what I want to know. We've got a Will Powers and a Jack Homer. Oh, look at that. Nice little visual again. I choose to believe that the first victim was called Bulldozer.
Oh. I was thinking maybe Chris Packett.
Chris Packett would be good. Chris Packett would be good. Max Power.
Max Power.
Although we do have a Will Powers, so I don't know. Doesn't really work. Mike Awesome. Although he was a wrestler, so, you know, I did have to actually nick that, so pity.
My feedback.
Oh, good. That's it. That's good. I like that. And for some reason, his audio was always fucked up.
Yeah, he always spoke out of sync with his lips.
Ha ha ha! Love it. Alright, change approved. His name was Mike Feedback. And like some sort of like, you know, kind of like like German Austrian spelling, like Feidbach.
Yes.
Excellent. Change fucking approved. So anyway, back on track. Steven now is asking the question, how was Jack Hammer moved from Studio 2 to Studio 1 if this happened?
They're Mafia boys.
Mafia boys or Mafia vans?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about shoes here, boys and girls. I'm talking about an actual car. Although I presume there are Mafia vans you can get. Like, maybe even like spray paint jobs, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, seems to be a given.